Today we'll be discussing the 3 biggest myths about being a landlord. Hi, this is Christy Kimbrell with the Exceptional Home Team and Keller Williams Realty. Today we're going to be discussing the 3 biggest myths about being a landlord. But before we begin, I'd like to draw your attention to the 2 links on my blog. First, if you're looking to buy a home, click on the home search link. If you're looking to sell your property, click on the home valuation button. And now back to our topic. The 3 biggest myths about being a landlord. My clients call, I would say weekly, and stress about this. The 3 biggest myths are 1, I'm going to get calls all the time. 2, they're going to ruin my house. Or 3, they aren't going to pay the mortgage or their rent in time. So the first one, that I'm going to get calls all the time in the middle of the night. They always assume the call is going to come in the middle of the night. Well, how often do you have a problem with your house? I mean, if you honestly ask yourself, once, maybe twice a year. If you have more problems than that, then it may not be a good choice for a rental. If you have a house that's really in need of constant repair and updates and things are constantly breaking, then it isn't a good property to leave in the hands of someone else. But for most of us, our house only has a problem once or twice a year. Certainly it can happen on the weekends. It could happen in the middle of the night, but how many times in your life are you woken up by a problem in the middle of the night at your own house? Very rare. So the air conditioning can go out. All of these things are true, but I own 5 rental properties myself. I manage them myself. I have someone help with the placement of my tenants now, but that's a different topic for a different time. But this really isn't a big deal. Calls in the middle of the night or calls all the time are just not going to happen. It's not realistic. And there's certainly simple ways that you can dial a 1-800 number or get home warranties or solutions that are going to protect you from that. 2, they're going to ruin my house. Well, 1, based on placement, if you have some simple rules, which again is a topic for a different day, so if you have questions, call me anytime. But if you have rules in place about what kind of tenant you're looking for, meaning what their track record is, your gut feeling on them, and also doing a background check. And there are so many online resources now that I will share with you below, and I can send those links over, that will do these background checks for $25 or $35 that will give you a big detailed history. So look for the obstacles that you know. If they've been evicted, that's not a good sign. Don't rent to them. Don't listen to their stories. Don't take any sob stories, which is going to lead me right into point number 3, that they're not going to pay. You know what? The minute someone's late, you need to tell them they need to pay or they're going to leave. There are rules in place for you to ask them to leave, but if you follow your rules in step 2, you're going to find a good tenant that is going to pay. Right now in our market, the tenants are great. They're millennials that aren't looking to buy a house. They have college debt. They just got out of school, or they're families that had a hard time with short sales or foreclosures, and those people that just aren't interested in owning right now. But that's the good news for you, is that there are great tenants out there, and rental prices in the Twin Cities have never been higher. So it's a great time to capitalize on that investment that you thought you were going to get from day one and continue that equity plan going. So my advice, if you have any questions, is give me a call directly. We can talk through this. I've got 5 myself. But definitely look into being a landlord. It's not as scary. I consider it property management. Landlord's a pretty old term. So thank you for listening to my blog, our video blog. And if you have any questions or you want me to cover a topic that you have interest in and want more details on, message or call me directly. I'm happy to go through that. Thanks.